Hi guys, in this series we are reviewing foundation laws certified copies of students who wrote in June 24 attempt and could not make it, where they can improve. This is part 2 of the video. We already have part 1 where we saw a student who got 61 out of 100. Now in this part we are going to see a student who wrote well but only got 26 out of 100. So this is the kind of papers you will look for. So they wrote well but they got only 26 out of 100 means something must have gone wrong. Let's take one question, randomly one question. First, okay, they have not given the question, question 3b is over here. Applicable provision. According to provisions and the relevant section of Companies Act. Why to spend so much space? According to the provisions of Companies Act, that's it. Government company means a company in which 51% of paid up share capital is held by. Can you see what mistake is there over here? Based on what this student he or she wrote, in which 51% of the paid up share capital is held by. No, in which not less than 51% of paid up share capital. Otherwise this looks like you have to have equally 51%. It's 51% or more held by central government or state government or partly by central government and partly by state and the company owned by government. A company which is subsidiary of a government company should also be deemed to be a government company. Provision is excellent except this word not less than. Examiner did not see that, gave a tick over here, fine, not bad. Then facts, the student wrote the full question. No, don't have to write the full facts like this because for this entire section marks are 0. Examiner has not even corrected this. Come down to analysis. In the above mentioned case, XYZ is a company holding more than 51% of paid up share capital. XYZ company holds partly by central government and the 2 state governments and companies owned by government. XYZ is government company. The student got only 1 mark because the provision is written well. Analysis is very bad, sorry for whoever it is. This kind of analysis will not carry marks. How should you write? Based on the above provision. The central government in our question carries 20%. So I will write central government is having 20%. Then I will write both the state governments put together are also having another 20%. And then I will say another government company owned by the government has 15%. So all put together 20 plus 20, 40 plus 15, 55% approximately is held by government, which is more than 51% because in provision you told anybody having not less than 51%. That means in analysis you have to show that you have 55%, then only 55% is more than 51%. Therefore, it becomes a government company. So, analysis has to improve over here. I hope you got what we have to do. You have forgotten to explain putting those provision in this question, what are the numbers like. Let us take one more answer of this student, where the student got 0 over here. Let us not take something which is 0, that means analysis again has gone wrong. Look at this, I have not even read the whole question, analysis is wrong, provision only student has got 1 mark, step 1. Next, this question student got 3 out of 5, that means let us not discuss that. This question also student got 4, okay. This same question we saw in part 1 video, dissolution of partnership with court intervention, continuous losses. That time you would have seen how to write that. Here we are getting clarity. Dissolution by court, insanity, death or unsound mind. Then they are writing all the points through the court, death of a partner, person of unsound mind. And they have not explained again unsound mind, sorry, continuous losses, but still got only 2 marks. You could have gotten more over here. Let us take one more question. I want to take a question which is a honest mistake and you wouldn't get full marks. Okay. This one, let us take this question. Yeah. Question 6c, applicable provision. According to provisions of the Sale of Goods Act, the goods sent or returned should be on the requirement of the buyer. If the requirement of the customer is not satisfied, he can return it to the seller. He can accept some goods or return the remaining goods. Not clear. I am not able to understand what provision. Without question, I should know. Facts, you wrote everything, but tick will come, but you will not get marks for facts. In the given case, wholesaler, whatever happened, you wrote. Then coming to analysis, since the retailer bought the rice in sale or return basis for 1 month, that means in provision you have to explain all the points of sale or return basis. 3 cases: when goods are sent for limited time, up to that time it's allowed, otherwise reasonable time, where buyer is rejecting the goods, then sale is not done, or when buyer accepts, or buyer does any act which is equivalent to acceptance. Book neatly has 3 points. None of those points are communicated here. Straight away writing sale or return basis. The customer retailer returned a week later. The retailer can return all the rice bags including no. Analysis again has to be better. You are no way connecting to the provision which is missing. In part 1 video we saw a student who got 61. Look at that answer. That's why you got 0 marks over here. Let's take one more student who got 32 out of 100. Look at this first question. According to Sale of Goods Act, that is not the provision. Okay, determination of price by third party. If there is sale of goods between buyer and seller and the price is fixed party, is fixed by party. What is fixed party? Is called as determination of price by third party. The third party show value of the goods should be sold on credit. If the third party fails to fix the price, contract is void. No reasonable price and all will come. If third party can't fix reasonable price, provision is not right, guys. We are not in a BCom exam. I'm sorry, whosoever paper it is. You need to write correct provision, especially this is your first answer. The first answer, don't write something wrong, write something you know very well. Because provision is wrong, student got fully strike and maybe grace marks they gave 1 mark. First answer itself, it should not be like that. Second one, 1% company question. They are writing all the features of 1% company, and here student 120 days. Previously I saw a student who didn't write 120 days, and that's why the student got 5 marks out of 5 or 5 out of 6. Good. This is a good question. Next, let's take some other case study question. Again 0 marks over here. According to Indian Partnership Act, look at this, the scan has not come out properly. If a partnership firm incurs losses during some financial year, then the court dissolves the partnership firm. Wrong. Court will not dissolve. Partner has to apply, then only court can think about dissolving. PQR are the partners after operating the business for years. It was observed that the business incurred loss. P is determined to continue the business for the remaining period. This is nothing but facts. Where have you done analysis? Heading is analysis of case, but it's only analysis of facts. Conclusion. As per applying the above provisions. Where did you apply the provisions? As per applying the above provisions. You have not applied. What you wrote? You wrote provision, that too not correctly, fully. Then you wrote facts of the question, and then you are writing conclusion. As per applying above provisions, P does not insist to continue. I am sorry, in this answer analysis is missing. What is analysis? The provision should say for continuous losses you can apply to the court. In this case, company has continuous losses. Therefore, the party can apply to the court, and court can order for winding up or dissolution. Analysis means connecting the provision and facts. You have connected without connecting. As per applying the above provisions, where have you applied? You just wrote the provision, wrote the facts. Where have you done the analysis? That is why 0 marks over here. So analysis is not there, that is the major marks, that is gone. And why sir 0? Provision also is not correct. It has to be much more detailed. Okay. Next 3A. Provisions of Indian Partnership Act, misapplication by partners. Provision you got 1 mark. Analysis did not get any marks because your analysis is wrong. Your conclusion also is wrong. Because your provision was correct, you got 1 mark. So this student has to spend more time strengthening their provisions in a conceptual learning, then only you will be able to analyze better. Let's take one more student who got 42 out of 100. So this question, the same student, look at the same question. Price is money consideration paid as per Sale of Goods Act. Good price can be fixed by, look at this, agreement, third party or through course of dealings. Beautifully, this is how provision is there in the book. Same thing is replicated. Then they are explaining the whole points. Therefore, student got 2 out of 2 for full provision, and then they have done the analysis over here, each case by case analysis. Excellent. Student got 5 out of 5 or 5 out of 7, whatever it is, they got the full marks. Look at this answer. You can compare, we just now saw a different student over here, they wrote the full provision proper, look at this. Case 1 answer is no, analysis here. Case 2 answer is yes, answer will become different, analysis is there over here. Very well written, you can continue like this. Next, I would suggest new answer in a new page only guys, new answer always in a new page. Let us see another 1 or 2 questions of this student and we can close. Okay. This question again student got 4 because 1% company, he wrote all the points of 1% company, but unlike the previous student I can just do a rough reading and see student has not written about 120 days or 180 days. If you miss 2 key points, how do you expect to get full 5 or 6? You wrote all points, that is why you got 4, you forgot a few points. Okay. Next, let us take another question. Another case study question of this student. They have written well, I think next time they will easily get 60. Let us see where they have gone wrong. Okay. Okay. Dissolution with the notice of court is compulsory for the following purpose: unsound mind, unable to perform activity, perpetual losses. Yeah, first student I am seeing writing perpetual loss. So, you have very well written the provision that you can go to the court for continuous loss, that is why you got 1 mark. In the instant case, PQR are partners in partnership firm in the course of business to operate a motor buses. Okay. P was still continued to operate for the remaining years. Hence, P cannot insist others to continue the business as majority of partners wanted to dissolve. Sorry, your analysis is wrong. You should rather say that you can apply to the court and court will decide. Q and R can give a notice to dissolve the partnership firm as partnership firm is facing losses. So, you can only request and then you have to go to the court, that point is missing, that is why student got only 2 marks. Analysis you have failed in applying the provision. Otherwise flow is good, you can continue same flow, here you can leave a line, here you can leave a line, make it look more spacious. Okay, let us see one more answer of this student who got 42 out of 100. Last student answer we will see guys, with this we will close. Okay. So, this student, we will just see one question. Facts are written, no marks for facts. Then provision, if you see provision as per the provisions of Indian Contract Act 1872, where principal debtor fails to make payment becomes insolvent. Okay, you have forgotten to use the word right to share reduction. Analysis, conclusion, not bad, definitely not bad. Facts, that flow is there, facts is there, provision is there, then you have the analysis, conclusion, that is why student got 4 out of whatever marks, but as it is good, facts, provision, I think you can little bit reduce the spacing over here, too much of spacing, bring it more closer, easy to read, it becomes easy to read, then comes your analysis, then comes conclusion. Look at the analysis. Here the price is not fixed by third party and the price shall be fixed by Priya's father, who is a third party. Later Priya's father refused to fix the price but handed over the keys, therefore Priya asked to return. Beautifully written. Analysis has everything what happened connecting with the law, that is more important. Are you connecting the facts with the point? Good. So, just to summarize for everybody, sir, provision write only the relevant points of law. Facts write only in 3 to 4 lines summary because it does not carry marks but it helps in elevation. Your analysis is most important, where you will connect the provision and facts, applying your provision in this facts, what is my understanding, and lastly your conclusion should just be one line, whether it is possible or not possible. How do you improve presentation in law? You have to read a lot of answers guys, read answers from RTP, ICA, suggested answers, MTP, read a lot of answers and also write and practice a lot of answers. Accounts you are writing and practicing, law also you have to write and practice a lot of answers. So, read at least till your exams you have at least another 10 to 15 days, at least read 50 answers from various sources and write at least 10 answers and see improvement. That is it for presentation from my side guys. Thank you. If you want more specific answers or specific parts you want me to review in the answer sheet, do let me know. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments, guys. Next part 3 video, we will work on it based on your comments. Thank you.